We're racing, racing down the walk by Phyllis McGinlay. We're racing, racing down the walk, over the pavements and round the block. We rumble along till the sidewalk ends, Felicia and I and half our friends. Our hair flies backwards, it's wish and whir. She roars at me and I shout at her. As past the porches and garden gates, we rattle and rock on our roller skates. Roger was a razor fish by Al Pittman. Roger was a razor fish, as sharp as he could be. He said to Calvin Catfish, "I'll shave you for a fee." "No thanks," said Calvin Catfish, "I like me like I be." And with his whiskers on his face, he headed out to sea. I'm Small by Lilian Moore. The wind is shaking every tree. The wind is strong, but trees are tall. The wind is pounding every wall, but walls are strong, and they won't fall. I think I'll hold on tight today. I'm small. Cats by Eleanor Farjeon. Cats sleep anywhere, any table, any chair, top of piano, window ledge, in the middle, on the edge, open drawer, empty shoe, anybody's lap will do, fitted in a cardboard box, in the cupboard with your frocks. Anywhere, they don't care. Cats sleep anywhere. My Pet Mouse by David Whitehead. I have a friendly little mouse. He is my special pet. I keep him safely on a lead. I haven't lost him yet. I never need to feed him, not even bits of cheese. He's never chased by any cat, and he does just as I please. He likes it when I stroke him, for he's smooth and grey and fat. He helps me sometimes with my games when he runs around my mat. I've never ever known a mouse that could really be much cuter. He's my extra special electric mouse that works my home computer. The Veggy Lion by Spike Milligan. I'm a vegetarian lion. I've given up all meat. I've given up all roaring. All I do is go tweet, tweet. I never ever sink my claws into some animal's skin. It only lets the blood run out and lets the germs rush in. I used to be ferocious. I even tried to kill. But the sight of all that blood made me feel quite ill. I once attacked an elephant. I sprang straight at his head. I woke up 3 days later in a jungle hospital bed. Now I just eat carrots. They're easier to kill, 'cause when I pounce upon them, they all remain quite still. Oh Baby by June Crebbin. Ever since the baby came, life at home is not the same. Of course, at first he slept a lot. Of course, my friends and I were not supposed to breathe in case he woke, and playing silently's no joke. We soon found out why all the fuss. The baby made more noise than us. Then at mealtimes from his chair, he threw his dinner everywhere. Peas and ham went whizzing by, soggy custard, apple pie. My dad and I soon learned to duck. My mother said, with any luck, he'll soon be past this stage, and then we'll all enjoy our food again. He's talking now and drives me dotty, shuffling round me on his potty, wanting me to stay and play, repeating everything I say. Still, though I'm not too certain just what it is about him, despite his crazy antics, I wouldn't be without him. First and Last by June Crebbin. I like to be first in the playground. I like to stand by the tree. I like to imagine that all this space belongs entirely to me. I walk from the tree to the waste bin. I walk across to the hedge. I zigzag across to the bushes, and then I go right round the edge. When my friends arrive in the playground, that's when the real games begin. But I'm not a very fast runner, so I don't often try to join in. Sometimes they say, "Are you playing?" as I practice bouncing my ball. But they always ask too many people. I'd rather stay by the wall. And when I hear the whistle at precisely 5 to 9, and everyone rushes and pushes, I choose to be last in the line. I like to be last in the playground. I take a last look around, and then I promise myself that tomorrow I'll be first in the playground again. Isn't It Amazing by Max Fatchen. Now, isn't it amazing that seeds grow into flowers, that grubs become bright butterflies, and rainbows come from showers, that busy bees make honey gold and never spend time lazing, that eggs turn into singing birds. Now isn't that amazing? The Farmer's Shadow by Colin West. Soft is the farmer's shadow upon the golden corn, as we set off a-harvesting in the early morn. Swift is the farmer's shadow when work is to be done, the straw we bundle into sheaves in the midday sun. Long is the farmer's shadow as we all make our way along the path that takes us home at the end of day. Mud by Anne Bonner. Take a bucket of soil, some water from a can, mix them well in an old saucepan. Add a few leaves, some flower petals too, and soon you'll have a mud pie stew. Take slugs and snails, a scattering of sand, rub them round with your muddy hand. Leave in the sun a while to bake, and soon you'll have a mud pie cake. 4 o'clock Friday by John Foster. 4 o'clock Friday, I'm home at last. time to forget the week that's past. On Monday, in break, they stole my ball and threw it over the playground wall. On Tuesday afternoon, in games, they threw mud at me and called me names. On Wednesday, they trampled my books on the floor, so Miss kept me in because I swore. On Thursday, they laughed after the test, 'cause my marks were lower than the rest. 4 o'clock Friday, at last, I'm free. For 2 whole days, they can't get at me. Megastar Rap by Valerie Bloom. I'm the king of the keyboard, star of the screen. They call me Games Master, you know what I mean? 'Cause I am just ace on the Nintendo action. When I get in my stride, you know I don't give a fraction. With Super Mario, I'm a real daredevil. I'm cool, I'm wicked, on a different level. I'll take on anyone who wants to challenge me. No matter what the problem is, I hold the key. I can tell you every shortcut on the Mega Drive. I can put the Sonic Hedgehog into overdrive. And I really would like to accept your dare, but I've just run out of batteries for my Sega Game Gear. Making Music by Andrew Collett. I'm a big bass drum booming down the street, tapping with my fingers to the booming bass beat. I'm a fiddle playing music, shooting notes up high, watching as they fall from a music-making sky. I'm an old double bass, grumbling in my boots, shaking every treetop down to its roots. I'm a small brass horn, singing to the stars, swimming in their moonshine and diving down to Mars. I'm a cymbal sitting still, making not a sound, waiting for the moment when I crash to the ground. Diving Lesson by Stephen Clarke. Our sports teacher looked like an Olympic contender, sleek as a dolphin piercing the water. He barely made a splash when he dived in, cutting the surface clean as a shark's fin. Next, he strode towards the high springboard, stepped forward, bounced, and up he soared, like an arrow above the sparkling blue, homing in, straight and true. Then, tucking up in a spinning ball, he gobsmacked the crowd who watched his fall. But he missed his timing, lost the plot. He splashed down with a mighty belly flop. And things got worse, worse by a lot. As he sunk to the bottom, his shorts floated up